in a very short year and a half since that vote was taking place, we've gone from first place to last place because Stephen Harper is planning to go to Copenhagen with an agenda to sabotage and destroy any agreement that takes us further back. Well, there'll be other people in Copenhagen. I'm going to go to Copenhagen, and we're going to talk to you. C'est bien évident qu'on a la possibilité d'être chef de file. On parle d'Alliance Verte Bleue, ici en Ontario et partout au Canada. Quand on a des travailleurs qui travaillent avec les environnementalistes, qui travaillent avec les entreprises qui sont innovatrices, on peut changer les choses, on va changer les choses et on doit changer les choses. When I see the devastation in the auto sector right now, I was just down in St. Thomas, meeting with the CAW locals there that are just either have already been devastated or are just about to be devastated with the closure of the Ford plant in St. Thomas. I mean, this is the core industry. These are the middle class salaries. You're essentially destroying the middle class of Ontario and across the country, and relegating people to jobs at half or a third of the wage, part-time work, no benefits, no medical coverage, no pensions, no future that they can be excited about and confident in. And 5 years ago, in fact it was 5 or 6 years ago, when we stood with the leadership of CAW, with the leadership of Greenpeace, and announced a green car strategy for Canada, people waved us off and said, "Pie in the sky, what are you talking about?" We were saying we've got to start now to build the cars that people are going to want to buy, because the price of gas is going to go through the roof, because those big oil and gas companies are going to gouge us day in and day out as short as shooting. So let's start building the cars now that are going to use less fuel, because if we don't, other countries will do it and Canadians will have to turn to those car companies and buy the vehicles that have less pollution. If we had moved then, in fact, we should have been moving even earlier than that. But if we moved then we'd be on the leading edge right now. We'd be, instead of having a battery plant for Frankstronics, did I say Strengthronics? That was a hell of a party last night. I talked to his folks from Magna, and they're trying to build an electric car, and they're trying to build a conversion kit for existing cars that could go fully electric. And the Obama administration and the state of Michigan have come forward with a strategy. They're spending $80 billion on this transformation. And the result was that they have to put their battery plant there. They all said to me, "We're Canadians, we'd rather do it here." But instead we see these kind of jobs going across the board. Well, my friends, it's not too late. We have to mount a campaign for a green transportation policy that includes transit, that includes investment in infrastructure, that puts cycling lanes in our cities, that brings electric cars to simplement pour l'environnement qu'on va faire ça. C'est pour l'économie, c'est pour établir des emplois durables pour le futur. Nous avons les travailleurs qui sont chefs de file dans le secteur de fabrication, dans le secteur de manufacturier, dans le secteur forestier. Nous avons les travailleurs qui sont chefs de file dans tout le monde. Et c'est essentiel qu'on leur donne l'occasion de travailler, l'occasion d'avoir une qualité de vie. And one of the things we absolutely must do is tackle the injustices that are unfolding in the world of our retirees. and near retirees. We heard about a widow in a nursing home up on Highway 11, whose husband had worked in Abitibi-Bowater in Newfoundland. She and her husband had worked there, and he retired there after 42 years of work. He passed on. She'd ended up reuniting with family and in the nursing home. She got a letter from the Abitibi-Bowater lawyers that said that as a result of their bankruptcy, her spousal pension, which was half of her husband's modest pension, would no longer be paid. And meanwhile, the CEOs and the senior management of these companies get bonuses of millions of dollars.
Criminal.
Workers who built the value of these companies deserve to be at the front of the line when it comes time to the distribution of the assets. Particularly salute our friends in CEP who are fighting on that issue with Abitibi-Bowater. I want to particularly salute our friends in the steelworkers who are fighting for pension benefits for their retirees. In fact, I want to salute the entire trade union movement and the CLC for bringing this issue forward in a huge campaign that's going to be unrolling in the months to come. And I tell you, the New Democratic Party, which brought the concept of public pensions to Canada with Stanley Knowles and and Tommy Douglas in a minority parliament, we're going to put that issue up front and center in the parliament.